All right, guys, welcome back to week 2 of coaching you guys. This time we have Fiery French Toast. He's playing Platinum. He sent me 3 games, and we're going to watch one of them. I just picked a random one. I just want to walk you guys through like what he did right, what he did wrong, and what he could have done. And just hopefully I can help you guys to understand what to do in certain scenarios a little bit better. I mean, there's so many different scenarios in Apex, and that's one of the reasons why it's such a crazy game, because like even the top players are still learning new things every single game. Anyways, hopefully you guys can learn something from this. Okay, let's see. This is ranked now, so this is different. He's landing fishy farms. Good old Fisher. So if I'm landing fish farms, you want to get all the loot possible. So you want to send somebody to like loot all of this and then loot this or something like that. Somebody to like loot this area and then somebody to loot like this area or something. So like group these together and then loot all those. And then you probably go to the armory. They're very split out. Okay, so they're looting decently efficiently. He's running Hemlock car. On Valk? I think he's on Valk. Yeah, he's on Valk. Okay. They're just doing the armory. Pretty normal. They're going to hit the beacon. He should hit this beacon right here. Okay, let's see where this zone pulls.
I have a Hemlock car right now.
Alright, this zone kind of sucks. It ends over here on this building. Playable spots are over here, and then you would have to be looking this way. Hold out your back, and then you rotate in. There's like some rocks over here that you can play. Definitely viable strategy. Another strat is there's a rock back here that you can play. You can't play that one. That's like an island. You can play these buildings and then play the rock. If you go C-note, you'd want to be in this building. This building has to move last. Or you want to be in one of these buildings in the back and then rotate in this way. If you play one of these buildings, these 2 buildings normally come out of zone around the same time and they have to fight. Or you just Valk ult. But if you Valk ult, there's only 2 playable spots in the zone. Playing under sucks. Playing on top sucks. So it's not a consistent way to win. Maybe somebody won like that, but it sucks. So there's not many playable spots. I mean, like normally these 2 teams have to fight and then you have to walk out into the straight open. I mean, there's not many playable spots. I mean, you got 1, you got 2, you got 3, I'm going to group this up as 4, and then 5, and then maybe 6 up here if you can wipe all this and stay alive up here. But there's like 6 playable spots that you can win from. If you play this early, you normally get angled out. You play anything else early, like when you're playing something early, you got to make sure that you can't get angled out. So this you can't get angled out. There's like a platform here that you can stand on, but you just have to hold out your back. Because if you let somebody behind you, then you can get angled out. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's see. Okay, so he knows where it's going.
Yep.
But should I go Prowler or no?
You can run whatever.
I don't recommend trying to Valk ult for the building. It can work, but in terms of consistency, you want to make sure that you're playing for consistency here. And if you're like already on edge, just play for consistency. There's no point in Valk ulting to the building because you're probably going to die. And if you don't die from the team that's in the building, you probably get third partied.
Cool.
If I'm them, I'm just probably gonna wrap around the outside.
Yeah, we should go one of the buildings in here.
Facts, especially with the Watson. Roof. So, blood on Bangalore. Burning one.
I'm okay with this fight.
Crack them.
It's a ballsy drop.
I'm right here.
He almost died for it.
I gotta back up and bat.
This got a Mastiff, I'm taking this.
He's pushing
I
us.
got a Mastiff.
Pushing us.
No, he's on top. If I'm these guys, honestly. Wait, what's happening?
Cracked Valk.
That bubble's kind of cool. This guy's got a full heal.
Oh, right here. Hey,
You gotta pop a cell. Especially with gold armor, you gotta make sure you're popping. You gotta use your gold armor.
Flanking.
Pop a wrench. Okay.
I tried to finish him on accident. Yo, that Mastiff just...
That was a pretty sloppy fight.
So good. It's better than the Kraber, dude.
That was a pretty sloppy fight. I'm guessing they're just gonna loot up here.
Probably waits for Valkyl as well to try to fly over. This area is where it's gonna end.
Right.
Wait, where did you say? Not gonna end there. It's gonna end all the way in the back. So this is a platform that I'm talking about, I think.
We can hold this one.
You can get up there. You can scan the beacon.
Yeah, there's a guy right here, right here, right here, right here, right in this building. In this building. Saw Gibby.
This building is very easily fightable, by the way. If you ever see somebody in this building, send one person up here and send a character that has an escape down to the bottom and then look through. You win it every time. Almost every single time.
66 until my ult. Ult, so.
If I ever find like a team in this building, I kill them every time. The only time I won't kill a team in this building is if there's like teams in the surrounding buildings or like I'll get shot on the roof. That's the only time. So yes, it's pulling all the way back here. So this is when you need to decide what you want to do. Now, here's the thing.
Cracked one. Oh!
They can like rotate this way and fight that team, but this team right here will mirror them. What I think they need to do right here is I think they need to kill this team and then rotate and not have anybody mirror them.
They keep peeking in stupid angles.
We're playing a little bit passive right now. See, there's playing for there's playing to win, and then there's playing to survive. And this right here is playing to survive. You want to play for the win, you got to make sure that you're able to kill these teams fast. Because this building is in and you're not in.
You're right. They're already over there.
The only way I say don't fight this team is if there's teams that are shooting you from other buildings.
I don't know what's. I've never played back there before.
I've never played back there either. I'm usually pretty quick to it.
I played back there once.
Is it good?
There's a team
Now, there's no...
over
Difficult
us.
to play back there.
Play back where?
If you get it good, it's really good.
Never mind.
See, look, this
The team just Valculted from their roof.
What the heck? Let's
Scan,
just-
I guess.
Okay, so that team Valculted, I guess. Did they?
Everybody's ripping those ults. That's
Yeah, they Valculted. Okay, so now, granted, they didn't fight, and they have the exact same thing, you know, that I would have said. They cleared their back now. They didn't do it. That team cleared their back by running away. But now they're free to make a play. Now they're free. They are free to either walk up here and play the high ground here and then fight out this way. Or they could come back here and not fight unless there's a team up there. And then hold out their back. Making sure nobody follows their rotation that way. So, like this... Ooh. This is an aggressive approach. This is a passive approach.
So
You know,
we're in this building.
so it's up to them. I don't think sitting in this building is a good idea. Because then you don't want to fight when zone is on your back too much. You want to try to avoid it. Especially when you're pushing a hard to push spot like up here.
Could've gone like on the high ground over here. That'd been great.
That high ground's not great. There's a lot of teams that end up playing that, and you always have to rotate at the same time with everybody.
Oh yeah, that would.
Literally right.
I know. Great.
These
Let's
two
see.
teams are gonna have to fight before we try to push in.
Interesting. It pulled literally to the middle of nowhere. I haven't seen this zone. Okay, so what I'm doing now is definitely playing the high ground over here. Definitely play the high ground over here. There's 3 buildings now that are all going to be out of zone at the exact same time. And if there's teams in them, which there might not be, but there might be, they're all going to have to fight at the exact same time. And the reason why I say that they're going to have to fight at the same time is because this team can't int this team without getting thirded by this team. This team can't int either team without getting shot and griefed by any of the other teams. So if there's teams in all 3 buildings, which there might not be, then they have to fight out in the open here. And even if there is teams in these 2 buildings, as long as you're here, you can third party them and then walk back.
Couple rocks on this, and that's in.
So they should walk in right here and play the high ground. There's a lot of like these little mushroom things, like the high grounds that you can play, and they need to not be in this building anymore.
I only see 3.
You can play like these mushroom top thingies, stuff like that, like all of these. Yeah, you just play all of these. There's so many of them in zone. But they need to get to it early because if somebody gets there before them, then they have to fight them, and then they're getting third partied.
They're down. probably Valculting right here. No, they're not doing it. Right.
This is where like people in the higher lobbies will realize that. Like play on top of these mushroom tops right here.
Watch this.
100%. They need to either Valcult. Okay, so there is a team on top of the mushroom tops. So this sucks for them. So if they went there early, that would have worked. But now, you know, they're probably gonna have to rip a Valcult here.
Here, come here.
Yeah, here, we're Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
Okay.
Get your gun out. Whatever you want. We're going for the building, right? Right?
Okay, good comms.
I'm going underneath. Or I'm going on top. I'm going on the cliff. There's one dude up here solo. He looks solo, right?
Okay. The reason why I don't like this is they went from having to fight one team on top of the mushroom tops, and now they just put themselves in a situation where there's like 3 or 4 teams below them. I don't like, they have no information on what they just landed on. They have 0. They had, when they were back in C note and there was a team on top of the mushroom, you can easily scout for the information there. You can look to see if there's teams in the building, and then if there isn't, then you're like, okay, I have one team in front of me. Between me and the win, there's just one team.
There's already a team in this building.
So
We got good spot. Whoa, nice.
I don't like the fact that they just Valculted and they don't know like what's happening.
If not, we play underneath. If you play underneath.
There could be 3 teams in this building for all they know.
Ron Fushishi. Don't jump,
There's
don't
already
jump
a team
down. Don't
underneath.
jump down.
Okay, so now panic is ensuing. Okay, so one guy went down. If they get out of this, they're lucky. Okay, so
I didn't think that there'd be an entire team under there.
I didn't either.
this is what I mean. You want to avoid the I didn't know or I didn't think there was, or you want to avoid all of those comms. You want to put yourself in a position where you're like, I know there's one team on top of these mushrooms. We can fight this team. Maybe we can't fight this team, and we win the game. Stuff like that. You want the I knows, there is, and you know, stuff like that. You want to play to those. You don't want to play to the I hopes or maybes. Like maybe there isn't a team in here. You don't want to play to those. You want to play to the I know.
Still a team.
So realistically, they can't fight the team inside because there's a team under, and they can't fight the team under because there's a team inside. Oh, he just got Krabered too. I'm gonna be honest. A good team probably gonna kill them up here, especially if they just got Krabered. A Valk or something is gonna fly up and make sure he gets that kill. Granted, Gibby does have a Mastiff, but I think if that was me under and I killed one and I just Krabered another for 190, I'm killing you 100%. And if the team inside third, because the reason why I would kill you is if I have like free licks like that. If there's 3 teams, I kill one, I hit for 190. I gotta make sure I kill you. And the reason I gotta make sure I kill you here is because there's a team under me that I have to fight. If you don't fight the teams under you, you lose because you have to rotate at the exact same time. And when you're fighting a team in a 3v3 with the ring on your back, somebody goes down, zone finishes them, everybody's looking at you. So if I'm a team, a full 3-man, and I hit you for 190 and I killed your teammate, I'm killing you, and then I'm either inting the team below and killing the team below, and then playing and then rotating in with nobody on my back, or I'm just trying to Valcult away. But only you can Valcult away because you're on top. So you are a liability for all these teams. You don't want to be a liability. You never want to be the team that somebody has to run at. This is you kind of put yourself in a position where
I don't have Valcult.
It's required that people kill you. Now maybe they don't because, you know, like I said, it's a lower rank lobby, so people don't always know that stuff. Okay, so the team down low Valculted. So either I don't know what this team inside is going to do, if there still is a team inside.
I think there's still a team inside.
Yeah, there should still be a team. Team behind us in the water.
This guy, yeah, that guy was dead.
What the fuck? They were split.
Okay, so I guess there was... Okay, so maybe there's only one team inside. Which, all the more reason I don't know why those guys didn't kill you when they killed your teammate. And okay, well, anyways, that was weird. That's a definitely playable rock, but you gotta make sure that you're not getting killed from the left. So you need to get to this rock, and you need to instantly look left. Look left. You didn't need to bubble that. You need to bubble farther.
Yeah,
for the bubble or go for the rock. Oh, you ulted ourselves?
It's okay, it's okay.
You definitely didn't need to bubble there. You needed to make sure you bubbled on the rock.
That guy has a golden knock.
Oh shit. Look at this team to our right.
There's a full team behind this.
Yeah, this team's dead too.
Hit all 3.
Hell, I wish I had a nade.
That is insane.
Good nade.
They just snared all 3. That team is so
Oh
fucked.
my gosh.
Oh, I did it for 100.
Do that one more time, please.
No, I only have a thermite.
So what if I'm them?
At us now, I fucked up.
They need
Peek left, go left, go
yeah,
left.
just try to angle that team in the back right there.
There's a
This-
golden knockdown in there.
This team is so scared.
Try to thermite those guys. Like I would overextend to thermite those guys because you know, you could probably kill them.
Get focused. You might need a bubble. Nope, no nades, no nades, no nades.
Okay, one died. Okay, so what I'm doing right here is I'm trying to look to get control of height. I want to be on top of this building at the end. Especially as a Valk and a Gibby. I want to be on top of this building. I want my Gibby to Gibby ult, bubble far out, and you just fly up and try to kill as many people as you can. But you need control of this high ground. If you can get it.
They wiped that.
Other than that, I don't really know how many spots are playable. I mean, you could play under the staircase. You either got to play for under or over.
Left side of rocks is good.
One of them has to be open because there's a team inside. So over, under is pretty good too.
Full rampart team.
You got to like run under.
I think
You gotta
on
get-
top of the building.
You got to either get it on top or under. You can burn bubble right now, but you have to burn bubble right now so you'll have it at endgame.
Underneath. We need to go underneath.
You need to burn bubble to get either under or over. You got to make a decision. Over the building or under the building. You got tethered. That's not good. Okay, you just bubble. Okay, good. Pop a cell, and then just slide right under.
Really want for it.
Nice. Yeah, you either want control of under or over. Try to get nades. Nades are the most important thing. Make sure you grab that frag.
My ape us.
Shoot that. You can shoot those.
They're not aping, they're not.
So a frag grenade here is really good. Frag grenade here is really good. So what they should do? What they should do is right before these two teams are like about to get thrown out, he should throw that sky nade, and the Gibby should throw his Gibby ult, and then bubble all the way to the back. I think he threw his bubble a little bit too late. I think he threw it way too late, actually. I don't know if he's going to have it back yet. You want to bubble as far into the water as you possibly can because it forces these two teams to fight. Because this team can't run into your bubble because they'll get shot in the back by the other team, and that's playing for last. Like, it's playing for 3, that'd be playing for 3rd. So, they just need to stall out for bubble here.
We're gonna need a bubble out.
They need to bubble out wide. As far wide as they can get. That's not as wide as they could get. He didn't throw his Gibby ult. He didn't throw that frag grenade.
Hey, wait, get top 2.
So if he had thrown this bubble tiny bit earlier, thrown his Gibby ult, thrown his bubble all the way, like, you know, maybe out here or something, and he's thrown that sky nade, I think he actually win this game. I genuinely think they win this game.
1v2.
Oh my.
Top 2.
Wow, what just happened to you?
Oh, it's okay, it's okay. That's so close. Yeah.
Let's go.
Nice.
Okay, that was awesome. Good job.
Well, a couple mistakes. The thing about mistakes in Apex is that you get punished a lot more for them later. You get punished a lot more for them when you're in the higher ranks and playing against a lot better players. But you can afford making a couple of mistakes. But hopefully you guys learned something from this thing. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching the coaching episode 2. I want to do this every single week, so if you guys want to send me emails, you guys can send emails to me. I'll put my business email in the description, and I'm gonna watch one. I'll choose one game every single week, and I'll make a video out of it. But if you guys keep sending stuff, I'll just randomly choose one from the pile, and I'll coach you guys. If you guys want, you can keep sending stuff over. Eventually I'll watch it. Mainly, I'll try to get some diamonds, some masters, I'll try to get somebody from every single rank so everybody can learn stuff at every single different skill level. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Later.